Hello, good evening, everyone. This is your friend Vivek Bajaj. I'm very happy that today I am on YouTube Live in all my three YouTube channels in StockEdge channel, in Elon Market's channel, as well as in my personal YouTube channel. I'm very excited that for the coming 1 hour, I'm going to be with you and talk about various things which I want to talk. And also, I would like to take some questions and try to answer your questions as much as possible. I'm very happy that all of you have taken the effort and joined this particular live session. I will try to repeat this session every Wednesday so that any question with respect to stock edge, any question with respect to stock market, with my limited understanding of market, if I can answer, I think I'll be grateful in giving you my wisdom. I hope you guys can hear me. If you can hear me, if a quick round of confirmation that you are able to hear me will really help me. So a quick round of confirmation. Okay, I can see a couple of you have already given me the confirmation. So thank you so much for that confirmation. I can see a lot of people are asking questions with respect to stocks. Yes, there are certain stocks which I will take and I will discuss those stocks also. But for before that, let me just talk about a very amazing and unique feature of Stockage which all of you should use, and it's a free feature of Stockage. I want all of you to use this feature. My philosophy of making you independent and get out of the handcuffedness of experts, so-called experts in the market, is something which I want you to inculcate. So, stockage is a tool which is meant for you to become independent. And these couple of features which are there in stockage is extremely useful. If you are a trader or if you are an investor, you should definitely take advantage of these features. So, quickly in 10 minutes, let me talk about those a very unique feature of stockage, which is very exciting. And then I will go and take questions from a couple of you who have been asking already the questions to me. So let me just yeah, so this is the screen of stockage. I don't know how many of you have seen web.stockage.com. If you have not seen, see this tool. This is an amazing tool. Go to web.stockage.com and you will be able to log into this tool and see this tool the way it is. Okay. You can also install this tool on your desktop. So you see on the right side of the address window, there is something called Install Stockage Lite. When I press this, I can install this on the desktop. So here you are. Stockage becomes an application, installed application on your desktop. So you can keep this open at any point of time. Okay. Now, what I want you to look at in Stockage, which is a free feature, lot of features in Stockage is free, and if you look at those, take advantage of those, you actually can go to the next level of market participation and get out of the biasness of various analysts in the market. You see, there is a feature called My Stockage, My Watch List. This is an intelligent watch list which we have created, and we have been continuously improvising it. First thing first, you can create unlimited watch list. So the way I look at this is that whenever I get any stock idea from any person, for example, there is a person called Madhup. I met him couple of days ago, in almost in 2017, and he gave me four stock ideas which I wrote down here. The moment you do that, you can actually see the character of that person, the nature of that person, the expertise of that person. So you see, Madhuk, he gave me a stock called Jubilant Foodwork when the price was trading around 500, and right now the price is almost 2600. This gives me a confidence with that person, and next time when I'm talking to him, I will have a different mindset about that person. Similarly, whenever I see any list of stocks shown by people in social media, I typically make their watch list here and I track them. How are they doing? Well, the important thing is the primary watch list, which I created for myself, where I have added all the stocks which I have to track, and what are the things which are happening in that stock should be tracked. So these are the stocks which I added. You see, from the day when I added this stock that is mentioned in this window, well, for example, Agrotech Food, which I added on 19th of July 2020 at the rate of 522, this stock is almost 64% up and the current price is 856. This gives me confidence about my ability to identify stocks, and actually it's a very good audit mechanism of tracking my ability to identify good stocks for myself. Similarly, you see Sera Sanitary Ware, which I identified on 17th of May 2020. I identified at 2,185, and the stock price right now is 3,500. So it's not for anyone else. It's always a deep introspection which is required, that whether I am in the right track or not. So what I have done is I've created multiple such watch lists, which is helping me to track whether I'm in the right track of participating for myself or not. The uniqueness about watch list is that this is not just the price display watch list, it's an intelligent watch list. So when you go to gainers, you get to see that out of all these stocks in this watch list, which one has gained over a multiple time frame, which one has lost over a multiple time frame. Okay. But the real beautiful thing which we have added in StockEdge, which is not there in any other platform in India, at least yet, people would probably like to copy it, is the pictorial presentation of scans. You see, all these stocks, whatever scan is getting satisfied here, is coming here as pictorially. And once you look at these, once you start analyzing these, get deep inside these, you will get a more understanding of what is happening in this stock. For example, Asian Paints. You see, Asian Paints is trading at a yearly high zone. It has broken last 2 year high. It has broken last 5 year high. So it's a bullish stock, but it is underperforming the market right now. Underperforming. This is an underperforming indicator. You go inside, you get a complete detail about what is happening in this stock, parameter wise parameter. I think this is phenomenal, which helps you to see a bird eye view on about any stock, what is happening in that stock. Similarly, same thing you can see fundamentally, that what is unique about this company. So my idea is that if I see any company where more parameters are getting satisfied, that means this company is a unique company, it's an important company, and you can look at that company. So from a technical perspective, you will look at that company from a trading point of view, and from a fundamental perspective, you will look at this company from an investing perspective. Okay. Now, what are these icons? So where do these icons come from? So if you go to StockEdge Scan, there are multiple technical scans which we have created. These are ready-made scans which are available. So you don't have to get bothered with respect to parameters to be used in the scan, because we have done that hard work of giving you the most effective parameters which work in each and every scan. So what you just need to do is to make your life very, very simple and easy. I don't want you to spend too much time in digging the database. I have done the hard work. My team has done the hard work of creating those ready-made effective scanners for you. So you look at these pictorially and try to make a judgment on the company, whether this company is good or a bad company. Similarly, on the watch list side, there are news. So any news with respect to the stocks in that watch list will be available here. Then you have corporate announcements. So any announcement which has been made with respect to only those stocks in your watch list is available here. Then your corporate action and result calendar. This is also very, very unique, where any in your tracker list. So this is different from your portfolio. We don't have portfolio yet. We are working on it. But this watch list is actually the first stage of your market engagement, where you want to track many stocks. And eventually, after tracking many stocks, you will be able to invest in your stock and you can do your portfolio analysis. So this is the calendar of the stock which you are tracking. And this is a beauty. Or any bulk deal, block deal, or insider deal. I think this is the most amazing feature of StockEdge, which all of you has to use. Look at this. The insider deals in all the companies which is part of your watch list, This gives you an understanding of what the insiders of the company are trying to do with the stocks of the company. So, watch list, the intelligent watch list is something which all of you have to track. My suggestion is that download StockEdge today, register. It's a free feature. Go to watch list, go to your primary watch list, and add all the stocks which you want to track. And on a daily basis in the evening, I don't ask you to look at the stockage full day. What I've made is the best, India's best end of the day tool. I want you to see stockage at the end of the day and track these stocks and see what is happening in these stocks, so that you can think about taking some decision. The decision could be for medium term investing, short term trading, or any kind of market participation which you are looking at. So this was a quick 10-minute. I took a time to explain you an important concept. Now I would like to take some questions. A lot of people will have a lot of questions with respect to stocks. I will try to give you my perspective about those stocks technically, because it is humanly not possible to give you a fundamental view on a stock today, as we are sitting, because I can't be an expert in each and every fundamental sector as well as stocks. So I will give you a technical perspective of the stock. Before you ask me a question on the stock, you have to mention that what is your time frame, because my answer will not be straightforward. My answer has to be dependent on the time frame, whether it is for a 2-3 days, or it is for a 5 to 7 days, or it is for 15 days. The time duration has to be well defined before you can actually think about putting your money in any stock. Okay, and accordingly I will have to give you an answer depending upon your time holding. Okay, now let me see. So Mr. Agastya has been asking me this question on Orient Electric. So let's go to Stockage. Let's search for Orient Electric. So let me go to Orient Electric. In Stockage, there is a chart called H chart, where you can customize the chart and create a template of the chart. So let me explain you how to create that template, and then I will discuss this specific company with Agastya. So what I will do is I will go to setting of the chart. I will remove volume and I will add delivery and volume. So that's a unique feature of Stockage, where we are giving you delivery in the chart itself. And also I will add the parameters which I typically look at in any company. So I look at the super trend, I look at the RSI, I look at relative strength in the market, relative strength. That means whether the stock is outperforming Nifty or underperforming Nifty. And I look at moving averages, so 20-day moving average, 50-day moving average, 100-day moving average, 200-day moving average, and I will save this template. The moment I save this template, you see, every time I go to any particular stock, it will show me this template wise analysis of that stock. Okay, now let's talk about Orient Electric, which our friend Agastya has asked us. So this is last 3-month chart of Orient Electric, and this is the 6-month chart. So if you look at this stock from a RSI perspective, it is trading above 50. That means it has a very strong buying momentum. Okay, if you look at this stock, there is a fair bit of delivery-based buying happened here at the price point of around. So let's see what's the price point. Around 225, 230. This is a price point around where the delivery base activity has happened, and price has broken this high, which is 250, 248.95. So when the price broke this high, there was a delivery based buying which has happened, and the price is trading above this level. If you see RS is basically the outperformance of a stock vis-a-vis the market, which is Nifty. So if you see the RS right now of this stock is 0.10, that means it is outperforming the market. So for me, if I bought this stock, I am holding on to this stock because it's a strong stock for me. Having said that, having said that, if I increase the duration of my trade, so this is a EOD analysis where I'm holding on to this position because on a EOD basis, end of the day basis, the stock is showing strength. But depending upon your time duration of the trade, as I always tell to people, that there cannot be one single answer to your question that what do I do with this stock. It has to be linked to the objective of the trade. So if you are looking for a shorter swing, this is for a longer swing, maybe for a period of around 5 days, 7 days to 30 days or 45 days. These are longer swing trades where stop loss will be bigger and take profit expectation will also be bigger. But if you're looking for a shorter swing trade, then end of the day chart is not the right chart. Then you have to look for a shorter duration chart. So let me just take you through the shorter duration chart. So this is the template which I follow in TradingView. I'm the subscriber of TradingView. I simply love that product. Where what I've done is, I have plotted on the left side the daily chart and on the right side the 2-hourly chart. Why do I follow 2-hourly chart? Because I believe that for an operator to manipulate any stock, 2 hours is a lengthy enough candle for an operator to grossly manipulate any stock. So that's my thought process. I mean, you can do an hourly chart, you can do a 30-minute chart, you can do a 15-minute chart, depending upon your time duration of the trade. If I'm playing a swing trade, it will be for a period of 7 days to 15 days. But if you want to play a shorter duration trade, then obviously 2-hourly chart will be very large duration chart. Maybe you'll have to reduce that 2-hourly chart to probably half an hour chart or an hour chart. Now let's go to the stock which you have asked me in TradingView. So Orient Electric. Okay. Now look at this stock. This is a daily chart, okay, and this is the 2-hourly chart. Now, what is the daily chart suggesting? See, I have a model which I have discussed in my webinar. So I took a webinar around 2 weeks ago in Elon Markets, where I discussed the golden strategy linking delivery, price action, and open interest. And I see, because I believe that every stock has an operator who is trying to take that stock to the next level based on the position of that operator. So if you closely observe the price action with delivery data and you top it up with the open interest, you will get a very strong feel of what the operator is trying to do. Now, Orient Electric, you see, based on that webinar which I took, I'm going to share that strategy with you. Based on that webinar, you see RS is more than 0 in Orient Electric on an EOD basis. And super trend is also positive. And this stock has given, every time it tries to make a higher high and higher low, but there is a strong resistance which is coming here, which is at 275, which is most likely today's close. Okay, so the stock, if it opens tomorrow above this price point, which is 275, I think this stock can give further rally. Why? Because the stock has strength. And how did I measure the strength? I measured the strength by looking at RS, which is relative strength indicator. I measured the strength looking at RSI, which is the momentum indicator. So if RSI is more than 50, RS is more than 0, and there is fair bit of delivery activity which has happened in the stock, and if the stock is trading near the breakout level, I think this is a good stock to look at least tomorrow, whether it opens up, gap up or not. But you have to be very, very careful that there could be a false breakout also. So don't just rush in the market in the first hour. Maybe for first 15 minutes, let the candle be made and then see whether the price is staying above that previous swing high, which is 275. If it does, then enter with a stop loss of low of that candle where you have entered. So maybe low of that first 15-minute candle could become a very good base for a stop loss, and take profit could be probably 2 times, 3 times of the stop loss which you have decided in this stock. Okay, so I've explained you the process. My idea of having this live session will always to explain you the process. I am not in favor of giving you stock ideas or just answering your stock queries. Whatever question you have, I'll try to give you the process which I follow. And if you want to learn that process on your own, then just go to Elon Markets. You just go to Elon Markets and go to the webinar section. There you will be able to locate that specific webinar which I had taken. If you want to learn in depth about the process which I follow, this is a webinar which I was talking about. Almost 800 people have taken it, recently rated webinar, in case you want to learn. Otherwise, I am already here to explain you the process. If you can follow it, then follow it and use it. Okay, I can see, let me see more questions. Okay, let's see, DLF. Okay, so Sanidhya Agarwal, he's asking DLF. So let's go to trading view only. Let's restrict to trading view. Let's go to DLF. Okay, so you see DLF, pretty much the same pattern which I'm seeing, and this stock has actually shown a very handsome move for since the month of November. So you see, it is definitely a stock which is in control of bull. Okay. Now all you need to see is that previous period breakout. When did that happen? So if you draw a simple straight line, I'm not asking you to do a complex technicals here. If you draw simple straight lines, you see this stock has already given a breakout from this swing high, and there was another swing high which was right here. So these two becomes a very important demand zone for this stock. 268 and this is 264. So between 264 to 268, there is a very strong demand zone. Also, topping up with it, if you look at the real estate sector, so let me go to sector. So this is, sorry. If you look at the real estate sector, so this is the CNX real estate sector. You see real estate sector, the sector indices is showing a bit of tiredness. Okay. You see it is standing near its previous high. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. So this is standing near its previous swing high, which is right here. And although RS is more than zero, momentum is also strong, but real estate sector looks like waiting for some kind of a consolidation. So if the sector is not ready for a next leg of bullish momentum, then probably DLF would stay there for some time. Okay, so I would suggest that if you have it, maybe you can keep it because there is no negativity around the sector yet. But if you have to enter it, let the sector index give a strong conviction of buying above 338, 339, and then you enter DLF. By the time DLF will also give the breakout from the previous swing high. Okay, HCL Tech. So you have HCL Tech. So let's go to HCL Tech. Okay, so HCL Technology. Okay, see the problem with this company is that it is around RS is around zero, which is the company's stock price is not outperforming the market, so it has gone into slightly negative territory. Okay, but on a short swing basis, if you see there is a buying trend, super trend is suggesting buying, but the relative strength is weak. So definitely this stock, because it is showing weakness with respect to market, this is definitely not the stock I would like to enter, or probably I will exit, because there are enough stocks in the market which are relatively stronger than HCL Tech. So why do I block my money in HCL Tech? See, my theory is very simple. Whether relative strength is strong and it is showing an upward trend, and whether price is also following that upward trend. Unfortunately, super trend is sell right now, but if the stock remains strong for some period of time, the super trend will become buy. And for me, as I am a kind of a person who wants to hold on for a long time, see, I will trade probably 10 to 15 trades in a month, not more than that. So I only trade when there is a bigger chance of a bigger moves. But if you want active trading, maybe 5 to 6 trade in a week, then you may like to look at 2 hourly chart and act only when 2 hourly chart will give you a conviction of buying any particular asset. Okay, Vishal is saying Canara Bank swing. So let's go to Canara Bank. Okay, so Canara Bank swing. So when you're talking about swing, I presume it is for a period of 2 days to probably 15 to 30 days. See, very, very classic case where the bank is showing strength. There is enough base, enough volume has happened when the stock has given a breakout. And look at the delivery. Let's go to StockEdge. Okay, let's go to Canara Bank. Let's go to the chart. You see, Canada Bank is pretty much good RS, good RSI movement. Price is showing trending up. Super trend is positive. Moving averages are also indicating a buying momentum. So this stock is definitely a buy candidate, especially because this stock has crossed this high, which was around 147. So I would say that Canara Bank will be a continued buy stock because of the momentum associated with that stock. And again, repeating the same thing again and again. How am I measuring the momentum? By looking at the strength of the stock vis-a-vis Nifty, which is here. By looking at RSI, it should be above 50 because the momentum is strong. And by looking at the volume and delivery data and see a broad base market are interested in this stock to go up. अगर बड़े लोग चाहेंगे तभी स्टॉक ऊपर जाएगा, नहीं तो नहीं जाएगा. So delivery is a symbol of what big people want in the stock. Okay, Tata Power and Tata Motor by Abhishek Pandya. Okay, so let's see Tata Power. So Tata Power, unfortunately, the super trend is still on the sell side, although the stock has shown strength. So let's see the short swing in this stock. So let's go to Tata Power. So as I said, super trend is still convincingly not shown a upward trend. Uh, okay. So, but RS is strong. So, from a long swing perspective, I'm not seeing value. But from a short swing perspective, super trend is positive. RS but is less than zero. So, this is a stock which is trying to build up its trend. But since market went down before the budget day and this stock also went down, the trend is not convincingly going up. So till the super trend becomes positive, I will not get into this stock with a lot of money. So my RS is positive, which is a great sign. From a long swing perspective, probably I will enter this stock when it crosses 86. Right now it's around 84, so not very far away. The moment it crosses 86, the super trend will become positive, and that will be a great swing trade for me. Look at Tata Motor. Let's see Tata Motor. Well, this stock has been a absolutely kicker journey this stock has witnessed. You see, since the stock has shown that propensity, let me delete all the so remove all the drawings. Okay, look at the stock. So since the stock, the RS went above zero, RSI went above 50, and super trend gave a buy signal at 170. This stock has been in continuously buying trend for long. Now, to figure out till what point this stock will go, see the RS has actually already reached one, almost one. That means this is the top outperforming stock in the market, which is very, very high. So somewhere this stock has to cool off. That means it has to underperform the market to start the new journey. So right now there is a need of consolidation in this stock. So let us figure out if there is any resistance where this stock can stop. So apparently, if you see historically, let's see the weekly chart. To figure out immediate resistances, weekly chart actually works really well. So on the weekly chart, you see when the stock was going down, there was a fair bit of pullbacks which were getting witnessed here. Now the stock has gone up. Probably the stock can take some kind of a resistance here, which is around 364. So, as a momentum trader, I'm very happy to see that massive momentum in this stock. But as I said that because the RS has almost reached 1, which is very, very high, the stock has to cool down. Okay. And the cool down level probably would be around 360, 365. So if you have it, you may ride till 350, or if you want to enter, the risk reward ratio is not at all favorable. So I will never advise you to enter Tata Motor now because the risk reward ratio has become very, very unfavorable. Okay, Geojit Financial. This is by Mr. Pratinder Singh Virdi. Geojit Financial. So let's go to StockEdge and let's figure out what's happening there. So my submission to all of you is that every time you want to know about any stock, visit StockEdge, have a quick view of what is happening in the stock. StockEdge is a fantastic tool for quick research. But obviously, if you want to do a deeper research on any stock, either technical or fundamental, you need to go into deeper tools. And fundamental, I think the most respected tool, most deeper tool in fundamental is the company annual report. So go to the annual report if you want to make a view on a company. Otherwise, all the fundamental data with respect to any company is available here in the most comprehensible manner which you can think of. But if you want to do a technical, again, for a quick view, there is enough which is available in StockEdge. But if you want a deeper analysis of technical, then obviously I would suggest you to look at TradingView. Now let's go back to Geojit, which was asked by our friend Pritinder. So Geojit, this is the chart of Geojit. Unfortunately, super trend is negative. Moving averages are also very squeezed. RS is positive. That means it is outperforming the market, and RSI is around 50 level. So maybe the stock has to give a convincing breakout. The stock has not given a convincing breakout. So it went up. Now it is trying to consolidate at this level. So although the RS is above zero, as I talked about, RSI is also around 45, 50. So the stock has to give a very convincing breakout for a next leg of rally. Till that point of time, I don't see this stock going up in a hurry. See, the stock also 58 was a near-term high. So I would say if you are holding this stock, I would exit this stock because the short-term swing has become negative. 2 hourly, you see the trend is negative. RS is also below zero. That means the stock has started showing weakness. And you see at every 2 hour interval, look at this chart. Every 2 hour candle, the volume is higher than the green volumes. See, the red candle volume is far higher than the green. That means someone is selling. So every time the stock goes up, someone comes into the market and sell this stock. So in this kind of a scenario, if you already are holding this stock, then obviously you would exit. But if you don't have it and you intend to buy it, then this is not the right time to buy this stock because the stock either has to consolidate at this level or the stock can go down and give you an opportunity to buy at these levels, which could be around say 40, 42 level. I hope, Mr. Pratinder, I was able to answer your question. So if you have it, I would say exit because the trend doesn't suggest the hold right now. Maybe you buy when the breakout gets convincing. Maybe after 58, you can buy. You may lose that 5 rupee. But if the stock actually goes down to 40, 42 again, then there is a huge opportunity cost which you save by holding on to that stock. Okay. Some more stocks, please. Okay, so I can see there is a stock by Avinash called India Bull Housing Finance. So let's go to StockEdge and let's figure out India Bull Housing Finance. So India Bull Housing Finance. So what's happening there? Again, as I said, use StockEdge for your quick research. Okay, and for a deeper research, actually you have to go to TradingView for a deeper technical. So look at this stock. The stock is pretty much outperformer in the market. RSI is above 50. There is a delivery based activity, but the trend confirmation has to happen. So if you want to see, I'll give you a formula. If you want to still participate in these stocks, then don't give 100% capital in this stock. Maybe if suppose you decided to invest say a lakh of rupee in this stock, I would suggest park 20%, maybe 20,000, 25,000, 20, 25%. And then if it gives a breakout, then go full in. But at least if the stock comes down again, then you have an opportunity to invest another 20, 25%. So the best way to participate in market, especially in this kind of a market, which is doing like this, like this, like this, I always suggest that get in on a staggered manner and get out in a staggered manner. Don't be in impulsive to buy at one price and exit at one price, because that market was a very different market when market was trading low and we could have given all our capital in that market. This market, every stock needs a staggered entry as well as staggered out exit. Again, going back to trading view, India Bulls, India Bulls Housing. See, as I said, the stock has been outperforming, but the RSI started showing the downward trend. But RSI is building up the momentum. Uh, if you are holding on to this stock, I will never recommend this stock. I don't know what is your status, whether you are holding on. If I have to buy, I will only buy if it crosses 243 for a long swing. Please try to understand your objective, Avinash. Your objective and my objective could be very different. I trade only 10 times in a month or probably 15 times in a month. In this kind of a market, obviously, I have to trade more. But generally, my limit is 10 to 15 trades in a month. Now, if you are actively trading, then you have to look at these 2 hourly chart, or maybe you have to look at hourly chart, depending upon your objective. So, based on the 2 hourly chart, yes, super trend is showing strength, but on a 2 hourly basis, RS is not showing strength. So maybe I will wait for this stock to show strength on a 2 hourly basis to get inside the stock for a mini swing. But for a longer swing, like 30 days to 50 days, which I participate, I still will not get inside the stock. I can still lose an opportunity. Avinash, market is very weird, very funny. So it can be possible that even my analysis ke baad mein India Bull Housing goes up, because this is one of those quite weird stocks which doesn't work logically. But if you have a method to this madness, every madness should have a method. If you have defined a method, sure, you will lose some opportunities, but at least your probability of wrong trades will go down and you will be able to participate in most likely right trades with a higher probability of success. Okay, Ravish. Okay. Super Tech Peripherals have been asking me about Aarti Drugs. So let's go to Stock Edge and search for Aarti Drugs. Well, looks like so many people have so many stock questions. So definitely one day in a week is not sufficient. So maybe I'll request my team to get this session done at least twice or thrice in a week, so that I can answer as many questions as possible. Well, let's go to Aarti Drug. See, Aarti Drug is gone. It's gone. Where is it? It's gone. Relative strength weak. All trends negative. RSI is below 50, so it's negative. So Aarti Drug, from a technical perspective, now this is a very important concept which I want to discuss with all of you. From a technical perspective, oh, did I see the right stock? Yeah. So from a technical perspective, this stock is definitely a sell, okay, because trend is negative, underperformance, RSI is not showing a buildup of momentum. So from a technical perspective, it's a sell. But, fundamentally, the stock can have value. So if you want to buy a stock at a lower price, when trend is negative, when technically it is kind of sell, then only reason you will buy a stock is to see a fundamental value in that company, and which is a contrarian play. So my point is, do you have any information about this company which can prompt you to go for a contrarian play? Do you know about their business model? Do you know about any discovery which is going to happen? Do you know anything unique about this company where you can actually bet on a contrarian play? And that is a very difficult task, because fundamentally making a judgment on any company is far, far more difficult than technical. Technical is more of flow with the emotion, but fundamental is against the emotion, contrarian. So I would say right now the trend is clearly negative. The price 625 looks to be the previous swing low. If it breaches that, then obviously the trend will further deteriorate. But if I have the stock from a trend wise, I will exit. But from a fundamental contrarian wise, I don't know because I don't track the business. And if you have bought the stock with a technical perspective in mind, then obviously you will exit. But if you have bought the stock with some fundamental view in this company, then you will not look at the daily chart. Then you will probably look at the weekly chart. So let's figure out the weekly chart, what is happening here. So look at this. The whole thought process has changed. Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to say? Look at the weekly chart now. So the moment you make a fundamental view on the company, okay, then you can't look at daily chart. You have to look at weekly chart for a longer time zone. If you look at the weekly chart, the RS is above zero, the stock is in uptrend, and RSI is also above 50, which is good. So what happened? If you are willing to hold on to the company for a longer time frame, your mindset should be such that I am not here to exit in 5 6 days. Mindset should be that I'm ready to incur bigger loss, because as an investor, as a fundamental view, you're willing to lose probably 25 30% of the value, but you intend to make 2 times 3 times of the value. So if that is the objective, then you have to look at the weekly chart. But if the objective is probably 10 days to 50 days view, then daily chart, there it's an exit. And if your objective is probably for 10 years, let's talk about 10 years view, then you have to look at the monthly chart. Let's take an example of a stock called Reliance Industries. Okay, very classic case. And I've been talking about Reliance for a long period of time. Not today. I've been talking about it since level 800, 900,000. So you see, from a long term perspective, where I want to keep my family treasure in few companies, I will buy this stock because from a long term perspective, I am finding everything perfect in this company, right? But from a maybe from a 2 year, 3 year perspective, now I'm getting worried. Okay, so maybe I will sell if my objective is 2 to 3 years. But on a daily basis, if I'm trading for probably 30 days or a 50 days, 60 days swing, I can clearly see that this stock is sell on rise. So depend upon what is the objective of your trade. Let's not confuse market with कि मैं करना कुछ और चाहता हूं but मैं कुछ और कर रहा हूं. Your mind and your heart and your fingers, all three should actually talk the same language. That boss, I am here for 10 years investment. I'm here for 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 1 hour. What is the time horizon you are looking at? And every stock call or every stock view will be dependent on that time horizon which you have. Okay. Okay, so I can see Saurabh is asking me a question. Bharti Airtel, a great company. I think this is one stock which has given trouble initially, but now that it came out of that trouble zone, the stock has become very, very interesting stock. So again, this is a daily chart. Look at this stock now. Will you go short in this stock? No, I can't go short because this is clearly an outperformer. RSI above 50. You see the RSI, it respects RSI so well. Look at this. RSI above 50, RS is above zero, and the stock has given the price breakout above 600. So I will definitely be long in this stock for some time. When will I exit? When I see the momentum getting weakening. And how will the momentum getting weakened? When the stock will underperform the market. And how will you come to know the stock is underperforming? By looking at 2 hourly chart. So daily chart is great for a longer swing, but if you want to get a preemptive indication of what is going to happen in that company, then 2 hourly chart study, although it will have a lot of noise, but 2 hourly chart will give you first-hand indication of something is happening in this company. Let's exit for the time being. All right. Okay, Brijesh is asking about Saregama. Oh, this is also one of my favorite stocks. So look at the price movement in this company. If you would have bought Saregama here when the price was 300, since then the trend has been absolutely amazing. And why you would have bought it here? Because there was a price breakout at this level, and RS was just about to go above zero. Maybe you would have bought at these levels, which was price breakout here. RS was above zero, super trend was positive. Friends, this is a great model which I believe is something which works, and I've been using this for a long time now. I would suggest that if you want to really understand deeply about this model, do take this webinar. It's not the matter of money. It's the concept which I'm trying to explain. Obviously, once you take the webinar, you have right to ask me more questions by sending emails to me, and my team would be there to help you. But this webinar will help you to capture these stocks at an early stage when the price breakout has just happened, when there is enough delivery based activity happening in that company, and there is a relative strength, the power of outperformance showcased by the company. So if you have Mr. Brijesh, if you have Saregama, you have to hold it. If you have to buy, very tough call. Maybe I have to see the weekly chart to figure out if there is any hindrance. This stock is absolutely crazy. The stock has gone up from 890. The stock has given the breakout, and it's not in a mood to correct. So I mean, the risk reward ratio is not at all favorable in Saregama. If you have to enter, so you can't do anything. You just have to see it going, because probably you have to wait for a correction to happen in 2 hourly chart, and you enter when the correction comes down to around 950 level. Otherwise, it's a stock which has just gone. You can't do anything about it. Okay, Rahul is asking me about Hindustan Unilever. Okay, so let's go to StockEdge and see Hindustan. I hope you guys are liking this interaction. I hope you're understanding the process. Again, the idea is not to just give you stock tip. The idea is to explain you the process. If you're liking it, you should press a like in the channel, so that the video is seen by more and more people. And if you have just joined this channel, I hope you subscribe to the channel and become part of this small family which we are trying to build. Family of people who want to do it on their own. We are not tip providers. We don't believe in that theory of giving you stock ideas. We believe in making you much more aware and powerful, so that you don't have to be worried about what your neighbor is asking you to do. Hindustan Lever. Look at this company underperforming the market. Trend is down. I definitely can't buy this stock for an immediate swing. So let's see trading view. So definitely I can't buy this stock because the underperformance is there, and on a 2 hourly frame also it's underperformance. So I will sell it with my very tough heart, because Hindustan Lever is the kind of a company you don't want to sell. By the way, when I say sell, I'm not asking you to short. Never. Let's arrive at a pact that we will never go short because India, you can't go short right now. Till the interest rates is low in our country, you can't go short. Please keep track of interest rates and inflation on daily basis, and then only you can make a judgment to go short, because especially after this budget, it's very difficult to make money by going short in the market. So idea is to buy at a lower level in stocks which are showing strength. Hindustan Lever not showing strength right now. It has to show strength. Maybe I will buy only when it becomes expensive, so that the buying momentum continues for a longer time frame. Okay, Sunny has a question about Dilip Buildcon. So let's try to answer for Sunny. As I always say this to people, that I am also a learner of market. I am not an expert. This is all my view which I am sharing. I hope it works for you or it doesn't work for you, but you should please take the onus of decision with yourself. Hindustan, Dilip Bilkon, the real estate play, the real estate and the infrastructure play. What a phenomenal story. After budget, particularly, this stock has done so well. I was doing the analysis, sector analysis in StockEdge when the budget was on. You can do that by going into sector, and when some announcement was made, I went into real estate, and I saw the companies which are into real estate and which company has a better price earning multiple and return on equity. And I clearly saw that among all the companies here, Dilip, Buildcon is a company which has the best return on equity over peer group, and it really struck me that time, and I thought that let's figure out chartically how is this company looking. So I went to Dilip Buildcon and I went to my chart template on my mobile phone, and I saw what a lovely strength this company is showing. Already price breakout has happened above 435, and the price was showing momentum. So yes, so Dilip Bilcon is something which even I traded. I've already exited. I traded for a very short time. It was more of a budget play. But if you see this RS is almost zero, but from a short swing perspective, RS has already been trading above zero. 2 hourly chart has given a breakout and it's a buy. So, Sunny, to answer your question, if you want to play for a very short swing, maybe 2 days to 5 days, yes, this stock can be taken up. But if you're looking for a very long swing, then the RS is still not reached above zero. So I would be wary of that fact. Maybe I will figure out any resistance we have. 487 looks to be an immediate resistance. Then you have this resistance, which is right here, 611. So if the stock crosses 490, stays there for some time, and RS also goes above zero, that would probably be the time when I will enter. But Sunny has a question that I had bought it 1.5 years ago, and now it has reached my level after a long time. Yeah, I agree. So I would say that the stock is showing a very strong momentum. So not to worry. Hold on to it. Keep a stop loss of probably this level, the level from where the stock started, because you have been holding on to it. This is a time when real estate and infra will play in India, and Dilip Buildcon is a combination of real estate and infra. So probably your stop loss could be previous high. This was 440. So keep a stop loss of around 440 if you still want to keep a stop loss. This could be the best stop loss, but I guess the previous high around this when the breakout happened, this could be a good stop loss around 435, 440. Okay, so Baby Shah, hi Vivek, is OFSS providing a good risk reward ratio for investing in current market price? Uh, well, so yes, it depends upon stock to stock. Very honestly, you can't blankly say that OFS all OFSs are good. So I would say that doesn't matter if it's a buyback or OFSs or anything. If the stock is showing you strength as per my model, then I would prefer to participate in the market directly rather than participating in this buyback and OFSs, because typically promoters want to do these things because there is pressure on them to do these things from the shareholders. But if you're a secondary market participant, then Ms. Shah, I would suggest just look at the price and make a judgment based on the price. Okay, Gyan Kipatshala has a question which is related to K Wine, CYI kind. Okay, let's see the. Oh, wow, fantastic. Very good. So this stock on a EOD basis looks to be a very good buy, always a buy. Okay, and if I have to look at the bigger trend, well, see, on a end of the day basis, as we have seen, the stock is buy, but oh, this is a weekly basis. Sorry, my mistake. So on a EOD basis, the stock looks to be a buy because it is outperforming and there is enough volume and delivery which has happened in this stock. So nothing to worry at all if you're holding on to this stock. To figure out when could be the next resistance, so this looks to be the immediate resistance, which is around 682. So I would suggest, although the stock is showing strength, continuing holding on to it, stock is not a bad idea. So keep it on. There is no reason why you should exit. Maybe when the stock prices reaches around 670, 50% profit booking is not a good idea, not a bad idea. Maybe you have to re-enter if the stock keeps on showing the strength. Maybe re-enter again at a higher price, but it's not a bad idea to book 50%. Keep a track on RS and RSI. If the momentum continues in 2 hourly chart, then you continue holding it, because absolutely currently in this juncture, I don't find the reason why this stock could be liquidated. Okay. Some people are asking that is this chart part of the premium version of StockEdge? Yes, this chart and other features, the whole analytic piece, and there are a lot of things which we have developed in analytics which are cutting edge, very unique, very different, very simple, and very effective, which we have developed as part of the premium features. So do subscribe to our premium plan of StockEdge, and if possible become part of the StockEdge Club, which is a private club of like-minded people who want real-time support from us, real-time analytics from us. So if you want to upgrade your plan from annual to club, feel free to connect with our team. They will help you in that journey of giving the best real-time value to you from our analyst team. In club, I keep on sharing new ideas. For example, today I talked about edtech companies like NIT and Aptech showing strength. And actually, after that, Aptech went up quite well. Not that I'm saying because I said it did, but my theory is that we will only talk logical and sensible things with our club members. And finally, they will have to make a judgment of whether that thing is good or bad for them. Well, I guess the 1 hour was the time which I wanted from all of you, but I guess there are so many people who are still looking for stock ideas. Um, and I would have loved to share with you some stock ideas and answer your questions, but unfortunately, I have limitation of time. But I loved your feedback. I loved your attention. I love the fact that you are here. What I will advise my team to increase the frequency of this interaction. So I've been doing only one interaction a week. Now I will try to host it as much as possible so that we get connected with each other as much as possible and we learn from each other. Again, the idea is to learn from each other and not at all giving you stock tips. Hopefully, this process will ignite fire inside you to use stockage and use trading view with best of your ability and become independent in market and not be dependent on people, because you know eventually if you are dependent on other people, they will take you for a ride, and you want to stay in this market for long period of time. You don't want to get out of the market at this juncture, because for the coming 5 years Indian market is poised for a massive growth, and you don't want to miss that opportunity of being there in the market and making money from this lovely opportunity. Thank you so much for being with me for today. I will come back again very soon and we will continue the discussion. Some of your stock ideas probably I have not been able to reply. My apology for that. I will definitely make sure that next time when I'm live, I will take your questions, or I will have a format where I can take your questions before I go live, and I'll answer only those questions which have been received by me before I've gone live. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you're going to share this session with your friends. I hope you're going to like the session. I hope you're going to keep supporting us with all your inputs, with all your subscriptions, so that we keep on growing and providing value added services to all of you. Thank you for becoming part of this family. Thank you so much. Take care of your health. Take care of your family. Bye bye.